What's up, folks? Yesterday I applied for a position, a reservist for FEMA, Federal Emergency Management Association, and that really got me excited. One of the questions on the application was, would you be willing to be ready to deploy within 24 hours, with 24 hours notice? I'm like, hell yeah. To hear that word deploy, for me, to hear the word deploy got me excited. I mean, I joined the military when I was 17. And like many of my co-workers, many of my colleagues, many of any branch of service, they hear the word deploy and excites them, and they volunteer to deploy. Well, they'll complain while they're there how much it sucks, but when they're back, the opportunity to deploy comes back up, and you have people waiting in line. So to read that FEMA job description and those questions that talk about deploying to locations, disaster locations, and aid the people of the location or the victims of the natural and man-made disasters, I'm like, yeah, man, sign me up. Like the things that have been going on in my mind in like the past 24, 48 hours are like insane. Like, I come to the conclusion that one of the things I tell people is that, and I came to this conclusion myself, was I always thought I was striving towards retirement. Like, one day I'll retire and I won't have to work. And I realized, like, there's statistics that I don't know. I can make some up. 65% of people who retire die within a 5-year window. Totally made that up. But I think there's some validity to that somewhere. You want to do the research and present it to me? Go for it. But when people no longer have a purpose, they start to deteriorate. And I've made that statement before. I've told people that. And I'm starting to realize that I have no purpose. I'm fucking retired. I'm basically retired. I don't work. I've had money coming in, and I don't have to work, and I get up every day and I fuck around. And I feel like it's slowly that I'm deteriorating. My health, I feel like my health is deteriorating. I want to blame the van and all this sitting, and I need to figure something out. I need something to do. And here's the thing. I'm a writer. I'm an author. I write books. I got a book being proofread right now, and that I'll publish, that everybody's going to love. And I'll have another book almost done. That takes me barely 2 hours a day to apply myself. At times, maybe longer. But I'd say on average, if you combine writing with marketing, with doing the business aspect, if you combine all that together, I'd say 2, maybe 3 hours a day, average, is what I need. So if I sleep for 8 hours a day, and I need 2 to 3 hours a day to work on being a writer, I'm not good at math. That's 8 plus 2 plus 1 is 11. 11 hours a day out of 24, that leaves 13 hours a day. 13 hours a day to do shit. I find myself waiting, like, is it time to go to bed yet? Like, I look forward to going to bed sometimes because I don't have shit to do. Today I applied for what will probably be a hard fucking job to get, and that's an instructor, a police officer instructor at Camp Lejeune, North Carolina, for Marine Corps. So I imagine that's where the MPs for the Marines train, and that's what the school is, and they were looking for instructors there. Apparently they have physical fitness requirements, and you'll have to get certifications, and you'll have to, there's all kinds of shit out that I would have to do, and it would be hard. It would be a hard job to get, and standards need to be met. It's like going back in the fucking military. But I would have purpose, right? It would give me a reason to train. It would give me a reason to go running. There's gotta, that's kind of embarrassing that a piece of cashew just came up. That's life. Life happens. There's got to be a correlation to how my health and wellness has been deteriorating since I retired, right? Since I no longer have fitness standards to uphold myself to. Right? I took my last PT test, Air Force physical fitness assessment, like a month or two before I retired. Like, I was training up until that point, and then that was my last PT test of my career. It's been downhill ever since. Yeah, I get out there and move, run every now and then, climb, but it's not the same without having a reason to train, without having a reason to try and get 60 push-ups in 60 seconds, to try and get 50 sit-ups in 60 seconds, to do my best to beat my mile-and-a-half time. I no longer have that challenge in my life. And people don't do things just because they're good for them. It's hot in here, in case you're wondering, but for sound quality, I'm keeping the windows rolled up. People don't do shit regardless of the benefits, just out of, because it's a good decision, right? People don't not drink. People don't avoid sugar. People don't do drugs. People don't do whatever it is. You can't say, if you tell somebody, hey, that's not healthy, they're going to tell you to fuck off. But if people like, yeah, hey, you shouldn't do any drugs, right? Just say you say that. Say we say that. You shouldn't do drugs. Fuck off. Hey, you have a piss test coming. Guess what happens? You apply for a job, or you have the motivation to do something, then you're going to start, incorporating these quote unquote good habits, or avoiding these quote unquote bad things. Knowledge of the negative aspects is not enough. You have to have the motivation. I'm seeing this now, right? Do I know, like, some of the best ways to train, some of the best ways to eat, some of the best, like, most effective training techniques? Do I know all this stuff? Do I know about it? Yes, I do. But do I do it? No, I don't do it. Same thing for, like, people who like sugar got them to a certain point in their life, and then like you should avoid it. Like, I'll be alright. Unless there is a motivating factor, and they have to believe that that's the root cause, right? My point is maybe I'm getting off topic here, but my point is that I don't feel good. I don't think I look good. I think I am getting in worse shape, not in better shape. Where just a couple years ago I was in the best shape of my life. Now it's only a couple years difference, and I feel that I'm in terrible shape. I'm out here doing what people think is living the dream. I have really like no responsibilities. I don't have to worry about money so much. Although I do, I get to travel. I go wherever I want. I can do whatever I want. And I don't think that it's all it's cracked up to be. I guess I've always wanted to not work, and now I'm not working. And after quite a bit of time of not working, I think that it sucks. So, anyways, folks, I say do what you love, and I'm doing what I love, but doing what I love only takes a couple hours a day. And I can't write for 8 hours a day. I only have 13 hours. I have 13 to 14 hours a day to do shit. After I write or work on my writing, I don't ever aspire to be a full-time author. And even if my book got picked up for a movie and I was paid $500,000, I would still only be an author 2 hours a day. Like I'd still have to find something to do. It's hard not being in the military.